Hello YouTube, this is my Jedi Pirate. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be doing the Gladiator 2 reaction video for the brand new trailer that is out. If you are into this strange brand form of entertainment, that is myself, then consider hitting that subscribe button, like button and notification bell. Right, Gladiator 2, not really sure how I feel about this one. I don't know if it's really necessary for them to do a second one. I mean, the first one was pretty good. I don't know how they can really top it or what they're going to do with it. But it could be like a continuation of like the games. Maybe through like someone else's like perspective. So it's not necessarily, you know, it could be with maybe the same characters or in that world. But with from like a different perspective. So, I don't know, Pedro Pascal's character is like, I don't know, like another warrior doing the same games and it continues on afterwards as well. That would be interesting if they did that. I don't have a clue. But we'll see, shall we? That's my thoughts on it going in. I honestly don't know. It could be like years later for all I know. I don't know how they're going to do it. So, but we'll find out. Okay, it's got some recognisable faces in there already.
I remember that day. I never forgot it.
They've acknowledged it already.
A slave could take revenge against an emperor.
Okay, they really are acknowledging it. Okay, that's cool already. I do like that fact that they've, you know, acknowledging that day. I don't know whether it's going to be set several years in the future or not. How far? I'm assuming probably by the look of it, it's probably about 10-15 years, because I mean there he probably looks about 12 in the picture I've got up now, and then obviously he must be in his like 30s, so it, you know, it's looking like it's going to be set in the future. I thought it was going to be set in and around the same time, but obviously I was wrong. But you can see that there is returning cast members, which I think is really, really cool. And that they're homaging back to the original as well.
I never knew a mother nor a father.
You will be my instrument.
Who are you?
This is very reminiscent of the first one.
Did you hear that crowd? The greatest temple
Oh, okay.
Rome ever built.
Oh, wow.
Colosseum.
So also on this, I thought Pedro Pascal was the main character. I thought he was going to be the gladiator. I didn't realise that he's not. So that's kind of cool. And also, I like the fact that they filled the Colosseum with water. That is going to be epic. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's kind of cool.
Because
this is really looking good so far.
Power.
Nice. Looking as bloody as the other one as well, so far. And it's directed by Ridley Scott. Nice.
There are victories yet still to come.
Rome has so many subjects. She must feed them.
They can eat war.
So cool.
The arena turns slaves into gladiators, the gladiators into free men.
You have something in you. I knew it from the start.
Did you know?
Right, so this is, I've said it before just now, it is looking very reminiscent of the other one. They seem to be using the same formula, including some same locations, which I think is a good callback to the original. I did see Pedro Pascal without a helmet on, which is probably not the wisest of choices, but I suppose it, you know, if he's a main character, he's probably not gonna die. You know, Game of Thrones aside. And then obviously the fact that in The Mandalorian he's non-stop helmet, so Mandalorian armor. So that's quite interesting, but it nonetheless it's just it's weird mix of both. But yeah, that's kind of cool. And overall, genuinely, it's looking fantastic so far.
Rage. And rage is your gift.
Oh shit!
About survival! Survive!
Fucking hell.
Hold together and when it charges, break for the wall.
Oh fuck. Damn.
What could I give you that would satisfy this fury?
The entire Roman armies.
Too much?
The general will do.
Okay. November. Nice.
I need to only give it a push.
We make it out alive. Alright.
Like I said before, it really is speaking so many similarities. And I think that's good, and I also think that's bad. Because I think they've got, like, an absolutely brilliant film. And then they're kind of just going very, I would say, like, very New Hope, very Force Awakens. It's clearly, obviously, a sequel, but it's clearly the same film, just with different characters. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just feels like it could be very predictable. Which it probably is going to be anyway, because we all know he's probably going to win, and then, you know, he's going to beat him and everything, but is he going to die? And if he does, then it's kind of... It feels like it's just basically a remake without it being a remake, sort of like a, you know, like a reboot sequel, a bit like Days of Future Past kind of was a little. But nonetheless, like, the cinematography looks fantastic. It genuinely is looking really good. They look like they've done a really good job on it. I know, and it may seem like I'm shitting on it a little bit, but genuinely I'm not. I think it generally is going to be an awesome movie, and so far from what I've seen, it's looking good. I just don't know quite how the story's going to work, and I just feel like they're kind of copying the original and not maybe bringing something else to it, because it just feels like the Gladiator's then going to fight the general, like Maximus fought the Emperor. So the similarities are just too close, if you know what I mean. But other than that, all is good. And I also like the fact that there's a possibility of that guy on the Rhino could be the guy from the original who Maximus fought, which I think would be kind of cool. But then, like, 15 years later, it'd be probably very old or dead, so who knows?
Hands on the mausoleum floor. Blood stains the Colosseum doors.
Okay.
This ring belonged to Maximus. Now I give it to you. What is the dream of Rome? That people are not free.
Okay, he's going full on armor. That's cool.
I was owned. Now I will control an empire.
I will not waste another generation of young men for their vanity.
Strength and honor! This our Rome treats its heroes!
Hands on the mausoleum floor. Blood stains the Colosseum doors.
The gods have spoken!
Damn. No, he's about to fucking cut someone's head off. Nice. Awesome. So, all in all, that looked really good. As I said before, it's one of those ones where I think it's going to be very reminiscent of the first one. They're going to take a lot of tropes from the first one and replicate it with this one to try and bring something new and fresh for audiences. But I do feel it's going to copy a lot from the first one, and it's going to feel a little bit repetitive. Obviously, that battle sequence with the ships, I imagine, probably could be the first bit, and then obviously it goes on from there, and then the Gladiator then ends up fighting the general at the end. So that basically is essentially the same story as the original. Will I go see it? Definitely. It does look really, really good. Pardon me. And I'm looking forward to it. I mean, they could add some, you know, obviously there'd be some twists and turns and whatnot, but I genuinely think it is looking genuinely much better than I anticipated going in. I was a bit skeptical of it, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be fun. It's definitely one I'm going to be definitely checking out. So on that basis, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you all in the next video. Bye bye.